I've forgotten. What was I going to say?
Greetings, folks.
Oh yeah, greetings folks.
Greetings, folks!
This video is going to be all about the mini Talon, which has been around for a long time, probably 6 years or so I think. Because I've been flying the new Talon GT quite a lot. Sirens going everywhere. I thought I'd better revisit the mini Talon, which I have had before. I've had the kit version. Wonderful plane. They're both fantastic planes really, but they are quite different. People have said, why bother with the Talon GT when you've already got the mini Talon? Well, yeah, they are very different planes. If you just compare them side to side, there's quite a remarkable size difference. The Talon GT is really a size down, I suppose. A lot lighter, a lot easier to handle, and it's a complete product out of the box. It has all the fancy ball links and wing connections for the electronics and all that sort of stuff. Awesome plane, really like it. Mini Talon's very good too, but it's a lot bigger, not quite as finely finished as the Talon GT. Plug and play version is a very simple assembly. You just glue the fins in, all the servos are in position, you just slot the wings in, tighten up screws in the bottom to hold them, and that's pretty much it for the assembly. It has this odd hatch thing up the top here, which you really do have to reinforce here, otherwise it's going to break. But as you can see, gobs of room inside. Both of them have great room for flight control boards and all the FPV gear and all that sort of stuff. I desperately want to cut a hatch in the front there so I can get access to that. I fly them on the same battery, 3004S. This one needs a bit of extra nose weight. My kit version, I put quite a small 2212 motor, 980 kV I think, on the back there, which kept the whole thing really nice and light. I think mine was about 1100 grams, so it made it real floaty, easy to fly. With the bigger motor from the plug and play, I can't remember what it is, I'll put the specs there for you. It needs more weight to balance it, so this one is up around 1300 grams, but a lot of people, there's an enormous thread on RC groups you can have a look at. A lot of people fly it up to 1500, even 1800 grams with big 5000 batteries in the nose for long range FPV. Centre of gravity is quite controversial with these things. Centre of gravity in the manual says 50 millimeters back from the root here, which is right on that joint, right on the spar. If you do the 30% back, taking into account the whole chord, you can go back to like 70 millimeters. The consensus on RC groups is that sort of 55 to 60 is the safest place to have it. Apparently when these things are quite heavy, they're very difficult to launch, and you're big risk of it sort of stalling it just after the launch and spiralling into the ground. I didn't have any problems at all with my lightweight one, and this one is reasonably lightweight, so I shouldn't have any problems at all. CG 60 millimeters is halfway between the CG mark and the servo wire. I can probably fly it on the servo wires without any problems, but we'll find out anyway. As it is, I think I'm right on 60 millimeters, so that's halfway between the wires and the factory CG mark. Apparently some early manuals had the CG back at 75, which was bad apparently. I did have a few problems with mine. This plywood wing box wasn't glued in properly, so I had to sort of break it a bit and glue it back in properly. One of my servos isn't glued in flush, it's sort of sitting up there, but it's secure, but not absolutely perfect. Oh, another thing, with the plug and play version, the fuselage is already glued together, so there's absolutely no way you can thread these servo wires in through the channel. So I've had to sort of cut a little hole in the side there and just run it down the side. But anyway, enough talk, let's fly. It is kind of fiddly getting the battery in because it's sort of right in there, so I'll put some Velcro down there and a block to stop it. Foolishly, I forgot to bring my current sensor. I'll have to do that in the future. Alright, lots of wind as usual. Here we go. Takes off easily, no problems at all. Lots of wind up there, but it's not too worried about it at all. Gee, I'm backing it right off. So that's flying fine. I'm having to hold a bit of back elevator, so it's a little bit nose heavy at 60mm CG. Oh, actually I've put a camera on there too, so that's probably put the CG forward a little bit more. I want to say that's an authoritative flyer. Not worried about the wind much at all. Still going nose down. It's fast. Gliding in now, in the turbulence. Gee, it glides well. Look, it's such a different feel to the Talon GT. The Talon GT is sort of smaller, slicker, I'd say. This is kind of feels big and powerful, but can handle anything, I would say. Great plane, great plane. No wonder people have loved it so much for so long. Perfect for loading up with batteries and serious FPV. Bit weird looking, but it's a proven planform, I'd have to say. Relative price of the two. Well, when the Talon GT came out, it was quite expensive. The price has dropped a lot lately, so now on the Banggood website there's only under $100 difference. And you can see where that extra money is in the Talon GT. There's a lot of extra refinement. But Mini Talon is a seriously good plane. Probably a plane that you could do more mods with. Let's bring it in for a landing. These things do land very fast. They all land fast, all these little Talons. Level it out, cruise it on. Oh yeah, that's the landing I remember. Still, great little plane. If the key to launching them is just to give it a really hard throw as usual, but just get the airspeed up over the wing. And I guess that's what's hard with a really heavy build. Bit of turbulence up there kicking it around. And I guess if you don't mind digging out your own pockets for video transmitter and receiver and all that sort of stuff, then this plane is equal to the Talon GT. The Talon GT has all that stuff done for you and the electrical connections. You can just pull the wings off and don't have to connect any wires at all. You can't really do that with the Mini Talon, although the wing connections are very easy. It's just a sort of a hex wrench needed to clamp the wing onto the spar. It's surprising how well it's doing in the wind. The kit version was quite a fiddly build. You do have to glue a lot of things together, plywood wing box and stuff like that, fuselage. So the plug and play version makes life a lot easier, very quick. Alright, we'll bring it in again. Try and land it a bit closer. A gentler landing, that was nice. Alright, so let's see how we go about launching it. Get a good hold. About, what, half throttle? Bit more than half throttle. Decent throw. No dramas at all. Yeah, I'm not having any I'm not having any problems at all launching it. Woohoo! Take off from an aborted landing. I'm landing right in the turbulence zone here, so it's pretty crazy. Let's try this one. Gently. It glides on for so long. Better land it before these dogs come in. Sweet. Alright, that'll do it. So there we go, the Mini Talon. Awesome plane, has been for a long time, will be for a long time into the future. Very capable, heaps of storage space, can carry heavy weights. Long range FPV, if you're into that sort of thing. Mucking around FPV, close proximity, it's agile enough to be able to do that. Just a fun plane, good camera carrier too, plenty of space to put cameras on. Cool plane, highly recommended.
Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.
Unbelievable.
That was it.
You are so good. You're better than I am.